Turning now to health news, a big donation from golfer Jordan Spieth and his foundation will help expand health care for kids across Collin County. Joining me to talk about it is Brent Christopher, the president of Children's Medical Center in Plano. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us today. Look, I know you guys got a lot to get to, but I do understand this gift, it comes at a critical time. What is that?
It does, because we've got more families and kids coming into North Texas than ever before. We all know that. Every day out on the streets, we encounter all those folks around us and they're not stopping. We know we've got to be able to take care of those kids and families in the ways that they're going to be counting on, and that means expanding the hospital up in Plano. Children's Health has two hospitals, Children's Dallas and Children's Plano, and we are taking that Children's Plano campus to its biggest footprint, and Jordan and Annie Spieth are going to help.
Coming along for the ride. Look, we know the Spieths have been longtime supporters of Children's Health. Is there a personal connection with the Spieths to the hospital?
There's a personal connection for both of them, actually. So Jordan and Annie have been supporting Children's Health for many years, but they both personally understand what it means to stand alongside a family that's going through a really tough battle. Annie had a high school friend who had a battle with cancer. So did Jordan. And they both know what that journey is like. They know what those families and patients need. And that has stayed near and dear to their hearts. So now they are investing very generously with their philanthropy, and they are giving back to ensure that those kids and families have all the support around them that they depend on when they're maybe in the fight of their lives.
You hear about something like a large gift, right, to a hospital or a hospital system. How specifically will this gift support children's expansion of services?
Sure, so this is the biggest gift that Jordan and Annie Spieth have ever made out of their foundation. Okay. It's $500,000.
Okay.
Nothing small about that. And it's going to help us to add almost 400,000 additional square feet at that Children's Plano campus, and their gift in particular is going to go to provide the support in a family lounge that gives the space and resources that those families need during the long days and nights that they may be spending at the hospital. Yeah. We're so honored to be able to name that family lounge in the Gill Cancer Center for Jordan and Annie.
Very nice. Now, I know y'all didn't miss that number, but just one more time, the number that they're donating to the hospital.
$500,000. You know, Jordan, he played a lot of great golf this past weekend at the President's Cup, but he is capping it off in a major way this week with this gift.
That is a very big deal. What does it mean to have, for your cause rather, to have this beloved local sports legend showing support?
So this whole community is super generous, right? In Dallas-Fort Worth, we know that and feel that all the time. For Jordan and Annie, they don't make these gifts for the publicity that goes along with that. But it means a lot to us at Children's Health, and honestly to the patients and families that come to Children's Health, because it's a real visible demonstration when a personality like that tells the community that it's important to stand alongside these folks. It's important to link arm in arm with them and ensure that they know the whole community is with them on that journey back to health. And there's something super powerful about that.
And we see what the Spieths are doing, right? How can others follow in their footsteps? We know maybe not with 500,000, but if you're feeling so generous, please do so. But how can other folks in the community just follow in their footsteps?
Sure, all of us don't have $500,000, but gifts of $50, gifts of $500, all those gifts add up and make an enormous difference. Right now, we're raising a bunch of money to be able to complete this expansion at Children's Plano. If you just go to give.childrens.com, it only takes a couple of clicks and you can see how you can help too.
Easy enough, give.childrens.com.
Right.
Brent, thank you. Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, Tashar.